I came home through a path and through the roads that I have been taking forever. And yet, I had the GPS telling me where to go. And I think I've become so silly and maybe, pardon my language, stupid, that I have stopped trusting my own judgment when it comes to navigation.
Yeah.
And I have read the large maps and now I depend on the GPS telling me where to go. I don't use my brains anymore when it comes to getting from place A to place B. What is happening, Prisha?
I feel like AI and the internet is taking over a lot of our skills that we need to have.
So should we talk about that today?
Yeah.
All right. Hey everyone, welcome to OATS UNCUT, Orator Academy Talks Uncut, where we have unscripted conversations, unfiltered, real, organic. Why? Because life is better, easier, simpler that way. Today I have the pleasure of the company of a wonderful young lady, Prisha. Prisha, welcome to OATS UNCUT finally.
Yay.
It's a lovely day, so we decided to sit outside and do this and enjoy Mother Nature. So if you hear background sounds or noises of the birds chirping, enjoy them with us, right?
Yeah.
So what do you have in mind? Let's pick your brain.
So recently, my mom has sent me a video of my friend receiving food from a robotic Uber coming to the house, and then he was beeping, and then they took out the food, and I thought it was really cool since it's actually coming to life. I thought that this was just some sci-fi thing that was not gonna really happen, but when I saw it in that video, I was honestly in awe because I was so surprised and didn't realize that it's already coming into our daily life.
You know, you said you used the term sci-fi, which is actually something that I've always wondered, because these Hollywood sci-fi movies, I have always actually had this nagging thought that if we can imagine it for a movie, we can probably do this in reality, and that's exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
And that is rather creepy. I mean, I had actually my first experience of a I don't know whether to call it a mobile sushi or a conveyor belt sushi.
Oh, yeah.
I walked into this Japanese restaurant and there was this conveyor belt moving with sushi plates. And if you are sitting on a particular table and if you take one of those plates, if you can't make up your mind as to what to order, and after you finish, you just slip the plate in a slit in the table and it charges, it knows what you had. And then we ordered, well, even water you had to order, so we just punched in the little screen on the table saying water, 3 waters. It said 0 charge. And then a robot came with 3 cups of water. That was my first experience, and I was actually quite amused and surprised that it was really happening. You know, I'd heard about it, seen it in movies, but this was my first encounter with the robot.
Yeah. I actually had this robot topic on the NJSLA.
Oh.
And we had to read articles about how robots are coming to life and how they're developing so far. And I also saw a video of robots learning how to play sports.
Oh, man.
And that's really going to take up the human hobbies, because wouldn't someone rather to watch a robot playing soccer rather than the people playing soccer?
So what will happen to us then?
I feel like people will start to lose jobs and lose skills, and it's honestly going to be so robot dependent.
Oh my God, that's actually quite scary.
I know.
That is, so we are creating things that are making us useless?
I think so, yeah.
Oh my God, that's pretty much on everybody's mind.
Mm-hmm.
But I also believe that if we can create something, we can control it.
Yeah. But there's also the big robot companies, right? They'll have soon, I'm pretty sure, soon, there'll be robots doing your household chores, right?
And I'm waiting for that time. I'm waiting for that. I need that.
And the bigger robot companies, right? They might become a monarchy on the world because they're basically taking over people's skills, right? And we're so dependent on them that they might start to take over control, you know?
Oh my God. Oh my God. So what else have the robots taken over already?
I know food delivery. And then I know that sports are coming up. I saw some shows of robots, like a dog, a robot dog, right? So it could be like a pet. And I'm sure there's more jobs coming up.
Actually, on that note, even the drones, right, that fly and
Yeah,
take pictures. At weddings, I've seen these drones. I mean, I don't know, that would probably not qualify as a robot, but...
That might qualify as a robot. I'm not sure.
Because these drones fly at every wedding. Sometimes it's a nuisance because when they come very low, they're very noisy. And if somebody's speaking during that time and the robot is... that drone is lowering to catch a good glimpse of those people, it's essentially... the humming is so loud that you can't hear what the people are saying.
Yeah. I think people are actually controlling that, so I don't know if that would be considered as a modern robot. But I know it's a type of technology. Yeah.
So why are we doing these advancements in technology if they are really a threat to our own existence?
I think mostly for business and for money, you know?
I think we started doing this for our own ease and comfort, and now we are feeling threatened. I mean, who doesn't love the Roomba cleaning the house, right? And then they came up with the wet Roomba, which has a mopping facility. I haven't tried that yet. Even though I wasn't very happy with the Roomba. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I do.
That vacuum that moves around the house. I wasn't very happy with it. I barely use it, even though I own one, because it gets stuck in furniture.
I have one too.
It's annoying. It gets stuck in furniture. So I'm not very happy with it. So I haven't thought of investing in the wet Roomba.
Yeah.
I think that is still something that humans do better.
Yeah.
So you said you looked into this topic? I'm trying to understand.
Yes, I did. I looked over how it might take over as a monarchy, and I looked over the cons of this, of how we're going to lose our skills, and how the people that own the big companies might actually rule the world in such a way, and how we'll become so dependent on the robots, right? At some point, like how we're dependent on the internet, right?
Yeah, we are.
We're always on our phones. We're always on our laptops, right? We can work from home now. We don't have to go to work. And GPS, we're dependent on that now too, right? So then if the robots become so dependent, imagine if the internet is off. What will happen?
Our life comes to a standstill.
Yeah, exactly.
That is true. That is true. And there are jokes about that also, that if you come to my house and your phone immediately picks up the Wi-Fi, that means we're good friends. You have the Wi-Fi connection. Otherwise not. So, but again, yes, we are so glued to our telephone. And I actually joke about it, because sometimes somebody will say, oh, Vineeta, or if I say, I can't find my phone, help me find my phone. And they said, well, it's okay, it must be somewhere here. I said, no, the world may stop if I don't find my phone.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm making fun of myself at that point, but that is the reality, because our emails, our messages, our contacts, and the funniest is this whole cloud business. I mean, forget about the clouds that rain on you.
Yeah.
These clouds literally know so much about you that they shouldn't.
Yeah.
Because I remember the first time I realized how intense this whole cloud service is, my phone broke down. Phone broke down and I had to get a new phone. There was no way of recovering data from the old phone. And I was thinking I had some 900 plus contacts. Which I need to revisit that, because I shouldn't have 900 contacts.
Yeah.
I guess I just met people, took their contact, then I never got in touch with them. At this point, I don't even know who they are, but they're still in my address book. So I was panicking a little bit that I'm losing all those 900 plus contacts. So I went to the store, the AT&T store. That's my phone company. And the guy said, let me check. He looked up and he said, oh, don't worry. We have all your information on the cloud.
That's so creepy.
He said, you just pick the phone, the new device. He plugged it in. Everything was transferred to my new phone.
Yeah.
How creepy is that?
We're gonna lose so much privacy if we have robots running around the house, one cooking, one cleaning. They're all gonna be listening to our conversations like the Alexa.
They already are, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, you talk about something, for example, you talk about summer dresses, you'll open your email, you'll see email or ads about summer dresses.
Yeah.
And how, scrolling, right? You're scrolling through Instagram or whatever. They are monitoring on the back end where you are pausing.
Yeah.
So you keep seeing more of those kind of reels and videos.
Yeah.
I don't think my family knows me that well.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think my mom knows about all my interests. But, I mean, that's how they keep you on the phone. And that's how they keep you staying there. And that's why they gather your data.
So I think we're going between technology and robots. I think that's our conversation right now is going ping-ponging between technology and robots. But
yeah,
now we have those cars in San Francisco, the Waymos. Do you know about that? Are you serious? You don't know about Waymo taxi?
No.
Waymo taxi is without a driver.
Oh, that's really cool.
You summon one, you sit in the back, and I guess wherever you punch to be dropped, and it drops you there. But again, technology can also glitch.
Yeah.
So there have been a few glitching incidents where this one guy, he sat in the Waymo, and it just kept taking him round and round in the parking lot. And the door was locked.
Oh.
He could not even, I guess he at some point thought that he'll jump out of it, but the door was so locked that he couldn't override it, and he kept calling Waymo, the company. And I think it took some time for him to get through, and they could disable it, and then he could come out. So these things are scary.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think we will have to somewhere draw the line where we do the advancements in technology for our sake, for our comfort, for our convenience, but not allow the technology to take over our intelligence to that extent.
Yeah.
I mean, if we didn't have technology, we wouldn't have aircrafts, right? We travel extensively. We go from one corner of the world to the other. So
there's definitely pros and cons of this. And I also think, like, what if someone hacks into your car and then brings you to their house and you don't know it, and then they could kidnap you? Or things like that could happen, you know?
Things like that could happen.
And there's a huge risk if you're putting all your trust into this car, you're stepping into this car, and then they take you there and you don't know where you're going, right? And then they take you there and you don't know where you are, you're lost.
And especially with these EVs, like the Teslas, the Teslas have these, now they haven't paid me any money to mention the name, but I've driven one, so I'm able to share my experience, that it does upgrades in the night.
Yeah.
Software upgrades, like your cell phone does software.
Yeah.
It is creepy. It'll give you a pop-up and it'll say, upgrade schedule, do now or install later.
Yeah. And then you can put the time.
You can put the time and say whatever, install later. And the next day you may have a new feature that you did not have before. So if they can, to your point, that somebody can hack into your car system, that thought has crossed my mind that if they are, the car is plugged in the garage and yet it's sitting and getting upgraded while resting in the house.
Someone can hack your car and steal it.
Someone can, and you can summon, those driver.
Yeah.
What is it called? Full service.
I don't remember
something.
what it's called, but my dad used it once, where you summon the car.
Where you summon the car. So if you can summon the car, then somebody can easily hack and have it summoned somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly.
That is so creepy.
Like, imagine if you're parked in Aldi or something, and then someone just hacks your car, and then they bring it over, and you come back and it's not there.
I think we're going to lose our sanity over this.
Yeah.
Because now that you said Aldi, I'm thinking, I mean, it's silly, but I'm thinking that I parked my car at Aldi, but it's found at Lidl.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm thinking I've gone senile and I've gone crazy.
Yeah.
I forgot where I parked my car. No, I didn't forget. Somebody hacked and moved it. That is crazy.
It's definitely a scary topic, especially on the serious note.
Yeah. That is true. So, why did you want to do this podcast?
because I feel like it's coming into our everyday life and it's just coming sooner and sooner. And my parents have been having a conversation about my brother staying a year later because he's September born, September 26th. So they're thinking if he's on the border, right? So since the cutoff is October 1, right? They're thinking, should we keep him another year or should we move him on? Right.
Right.
He might be going to kindergarten next year.
Right.
But my dad is saying, like, hey, if we keep him another year, we don't know how much is going to change in the society around us since already it's developing so fast.
Right.
We don't know what's going to happen in a year. And what if something happens in that year and there might be less job opportunities for him?
Mm-hmm.
So they were thinking, put him a year older, you know.
So let him go this year or hold him back for...
Let him go.
Let him go because everything is changing and evolving so rapidly.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard to keep up and jobs are going to change really fast and jobs are going to be taken over. Like, you can ask ChatGPT to fix the coding problem in your software, right? They don't need engineers anymore.
Yeah.
They don't
To the parents who are pondering over this scenario that Prisha just shared with us, when a child is end of September, just about close to the cutoff date to make it for kindergarten, especially in cases of boys, many times parents prefer to hold them back, and actually schools also recommend holding them back, not for reasons of intellectual incapability, but the social capacity and compatibility and capacity, really. So because they may not be socially as mature, intelligence-wise, they'll be fine.
My brother is intelligently fine. It's just that he's not easily able to make friends or make conversation. So my mom, she takes him to the playground to make friends, you know? So then they were thinking keep him a year back, but because of this whole situation, they're putting him a year forward, you know?
So I think another thing to work around it would be that he could go to a different elementary school for kindergarten and not the one that he should be going to, and then switch to next year repeat kindergarten so that he gets the school experience. And
we were actually thinking of switching schools. Because the AI is building so rapidly. There's like thousands of AI applications now.
But people are also getting tired. Like, for example, things like ChatGPT. I think you can now tell when it is something has been written using ChatGPT. In fact, I have heard people even say that I can identify what is written on ChatGPT, and I am tired of reading the ChatGPT version. I want the human version.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think if more of us...
Wait. Oh, look, I got hearts.
Oh, that is so cute. If you do this?
Yeah, you get hearts.
That is adorable.
This is AI. It's sensing your movements.
This is AI sensing our movements and interpreting our movements. So when I do this, it gives me a thumbs up right on my face, which didn't happen luckily now. And the hearts came out. This is fun. But at the same time, it may know me better. People are using ChatGPT for therapy.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god.
It is scary. It is scary.
For therapy.
For therapy.
Oh.
So this is where we cross the line of our own intelligence and we just play in the hands of a toy that we made.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I did use ChatGPT to create a workout plan for me.
Well, that's fine. But as long as you don't tell ChatGPT, I'm really sad. What do I do?
Yeah, for sure. On the bottom, it does say that people read your chat, so they can see what's happening in your life. If you're using it as a therapist, like it can take the sensitive information and send it over, right?
Yeah. So we've got to be wise and sensible and prudent about what we put out there.
Yeah.
And how we use technology, artificial intelligence, or robots for that matter. So, but deep inside, do you wish for a particular kind of robot that you think will be so much fun to have or so helpful to have?
A study buddy. They sit next to you and you do your homework together. Instead of having to go up to my mom and ask, hey, I don't understand this question, I can have my study buddy right next to me and it can explain the question to me and it can tell me how to solve it in easier ways.
But what about having a mentor or a student tutor help you instead of a robot as a study buddy? Or a friend as a study buddy?
I mean, sometimes the study buddy can give me different methods, right? A human may know one method, but the study buddy can give me multiple methods and I can use my favorite method. And I feel like that would be really helpful for someone like me because I don't like certain ways of doing things and I like my own way. So then if they can give me certain different lists of ways to solve the problem, I think that would be really helpful for someone like me. How about you?
No, not really. I mean, I sometimes wish that I would have a robot that could help around the house.
Yeah, my mom would say the same.
But again, there are certain things that I feel a human knows better, feels better. Emotions are important to me. So I don't want somebody, going through my stuff with no thought behind and no heart behind it.
Yeah.
So I guess I kind of shoot that down. So it's hard. But anyhow, now going back to you coming here to improve and polish your communication skills. Why do you think it's important for you at this age to have worked on your communication skills and public speaking skills?
I think that's really important for interviews, for getting a job that AI probably didn't take over yet. And it's important in your daily life. Like if you have to explain a problem in front of the class, you need to be able to speak up and be able to explain it with confidence. And you need that in your daily life.
That is true. And do you think it helps with your interactions with your peers and your teachers?
I definitely do think, because I've been able to construct my responses in a better way. Rather than giving bland, vague answers, I can now delve in deeper with what I'm saying.
Last question. What do you think in terms of communication, what do you think is the biggest challenge that your generation struggles with?
I think keeping a conversation going. I feel like the people now, they have a little bit more social anxiety in some way. Like we're all kind of sitting on our computers more and we're not meeting up with each other as much. And I feel like there's more social anxiety happening around my school. I notice it just in my school. I'm not sure around, but I think that there's a lot of social anxiety, and that when people are talking face to face with someone rather than texting on the phone, they start to freeze up or they start stuttering, and it can kind of stop a conversation.
Oh boy. That is actually true. And I think the social anxiety then lingers till your adulthood, and it becomes part of our personality. So the sooner we can suppress it and learn to work around it, the better. Because it doesn't really fully go away. It lurks and lingers in the back of your mind. But like I always say, that if I'm anxious about something, the person across me should not know that I'm anxious or nervous or I have any kind of stress and anxiety in that conversation. So, I mean, I'm so glad that I get an opportunity to work with you all.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to work with you too.
You guys are adorable. This is really, really adorable. All right, so do you want to close this one or should I close it?
You can close it. You opened it, you can close it.
Yeah, just because you don't want to take a chance. I know what's happening. Thank you for tuning in to OATS Uncut, Orator Academy Talks Uncut. We hope that you will tune in again for more fun conversations, fun, substantial, relevant conversations with one of these people from this generation, because it's very important to hear what they have to say. And like the others do,
peace.
OATS out.
OATS out.
OATS out. We shall meet again.
Bye-bye.